Hi, my name is Miri. I specialize in migrating third-party applications from SAP ABAP or Neptune to Simplifier. I can help you implement your SAP Clean Core strategy or modernize your legacy applications with significantly less effort. I'm trained to analyze the source code from SAP ABAP, Neptune Open and SAP Edition, Lotus Domino, and your vibe-coded applications. I build a solution concept based on Simplifier and migrate the solution powered by your own AI model. I work with an easy 3-steps approach. First, I analyze the code of the source like an ABAP code. Then, I build a solution concept based on Clean Core principles and Simplifier architecture. And finally, I migrate the solution based on the concept together with my AI agents, Anna and Ingo. Okay, let's start with the first step. So give me the task to analyze a custom ABAP transaction for releasing SAP production orders. I can directly access the system from my agent easily, resolve dependencies, and also matching the interfaces and requirements towards the target system. In this case, we want to use Simplifier and S/4HANA Private Edition, Release 2025. Great! Step 1 accomplished. Let's look over my concept. My analysis offers a comprehensive way to document and present transformation results in a format that fits different needs. For example, the output can be created as a professional PDF, but that's just one option. It can also be generated as a text file for easy editing, saved directly to Confluence, or turned into a PowerPoint presentation for management. So while the format can change depending on the audience, the actual content always stays consistent. The report begins with an as-is analysis and then maps the findings to the target architecture. In this case, the target is clearly defined as SAP S/4HANA Private Edition 2025. It also includes a proposed simplification approach, helping teams understand what the future solution could look like and which steps may be required next. A key part of the analysis is the risk assessment. It looks at whether the proposed setup follows the SAP Clean Core approach and whether the relevant policies are being met. It also highlights any additional risks that need attention during the transformation. And just as important, the report identifies open questions that still need to be clarified. Because in projects like these, knowing what still needs discussion is often just as valuable as the answers already available. What makes this especially useful is that it can include real objects from the live SAP system, even in cases where the original developer is no longer known. That makes the analysis practical, realistic, and directly relevant for project teams. Okay, now we have reviewed the solution concept. It's the foundation for a solution built on Simplifier. Let's see how this is done via Anna and Ingo. At this point, I've completed my part, and the migration object for Simplifier is essentially ready. Now the journey continues with Anna and Ingo as we enter the final phase. Step 3, solution creation, or in other words, AI-assisted migration. The process follows the same structured approach as in the earlier steps, making the transition both consistent and efficient. What's important here is the flexibility. Even at this stage, additional information can be added at any time. For example, if errors or missing details are discovered during application development, files can simply be uploaded, or new prompts can be added in the chat. This works in a very similar way to tools like ChatGPT or Copilot, so the interaction feels familiar and easy to use. The result is a modernized solution on Simplifier. In this example, the original release order report is transformed into a dedicated Fiori application. It uses the same search criteria as the original ALV report, reads the relevant production orders, and supports the required approval process. So the business logic remains the same, but the solution itself is now modern, decoupled from the core system, and built cleanly through APIs. That means organizations can preserve proven functionality while moving toward a future-ready architecture. In the end, my value is incredible. I can do all the heavy solution design and migration work in weeks instead of months. The result is built, configured, monitored, and running on the agentic enterprise AI platform, Simplifier. If you need me, visit us and schedule a demo. Link in the description. Looking forward to see you!